Hello, this is Heisenberg.
Hey there, this is G Forever, and we got new Godzilla toys from the Godzilla Store.
So we got some new Bandai movie monster series.
They look great. This is the King Ghidorah 1991, and it's a brand new sculpt and also very shiny gold paint, which I like. That's how I like King Ghidorah, nice and gold. The scales on this one, it looks pretty big and definitely just like a pattern kind of printed. But for a movie monster series, which is not too wildly expensive, I think he looks great with the new head sculpts, and each head is unique. All right, there's Baragon.
Yeah, it's 1965.
Oh, he looks fabulous. It's almost like a Bandai Premium shrunk down and maybe a little cartoonized with the paint work, but otherwise the sculpt looks great.
Here's Ibira,
Yes,
1966. Definitely looks like a sea monster.
definitely a sea monster. And yeah, I think the Godzilla store folks are joking. Like, doesn't it look delicious? Nice looking lobster slash hybrid of a lobster and a shrimp.
But yeah, it looks like it's painted well.
Yeah, I think they did a decent job for a movie monster series.
But yeah, here's this white shin. So what do we
Yes.
know about that?
So originally it was a China exclusive, but it looks like now they're opening it up to Japan and on the Godzilla store, which you can pretty much import it anywhere around the world using Buyee. So yeah, we can talk in our previous videos. We teach you how to buy things from the Godzilla store with Buyee, so you might want to check those out. We'll put some links in our video as well.
His eye is painted silver.
Silver, yeah.
So yeah, I think that's the one thing that's painted.
I think everything else it looks white. There might be some silver highlights on the chest.
And they got lots of hamsters.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
Hamtaro. The black one is the new one, and I think they reissued the three colors but made them metallic.
Yeah, and here's the what is it? Godzilla Final Wars.
Yes, 2004. So it looks like a new sculpt, as a matter of fact, because they did make a 6 inch. They shrunk down the 8 inch figure to a 6 inch figure, but this one looks more beefier than the last release. And here's a brand new one from Final Wars, Hedorah 2004. Really cool that Hedorah's finally getting a figure because we never got any back when Final Wars was a new movie, and also Manda. So Manda also did not get any figures till now. So very cool. We're seeing some Final Wars kaiju make it to the movie monster series line.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So yeah, again, yeah, you can get these from the one way to get these is from the Godzilla store, through Buyee. And yeah, we've got I'll put a link. We've got if you haven't used Buyee before, we've got a link that when you register, you get $15 from Buyee.
Yep. Yeah, and they don't cost too much, so maybe that $15 can get you a free figure.
Oh yeah. So then so then some of these, and I think the price varies like by
Yes.
figure. Like some of the simpler figures are cheaper, some of the bigger and fancier figures are more. And then here's
Yeah, they're roughly like 12, like between 12 and 35. I think King Ghidorah is just bigger, so they cost more, but otherwise it should be under the $30 range. Here's Super MechaGodzilla. So this was one of the contest winners, and I think the other one was Varan. And here's a regular MechaGodzilla 1993. So I believe Super MechaGodzilla is a Godzilla Store exclusive, and MechaGodzilla 1993 you can purchase it on the Godzilla Store or on Japanese retailer websites.
and here's the big guy that I
I
think
think this is
people
the
are
one
excited
that
about.
everyone's been most excited about, the Black Dragon Studio, or Kokuro Studio Destroyer, which is now part of the X Plus Favorite Sculptors line 30 centimeter series. And I think it's a RMC.
So originally this was a kit from it said Black Dragon or Kukurio
Yep.
Studio.
Yep.
And but now through X Plus you can actually buy it already assembled.
Painted and assembled. Yes.
And I guess there's two versions, and
Hmm.
the Shonen Rick exclusive version has a light up feature, light
Yes.
up eyes and a light up horn on his head there.
Yep.
And you can one way to buy that is directly from the Shonen Rick website, and it's
Yes.
still available. But the Godzilla store is also selling it, and
Correct.
the version the Godzilla store is selling is the Shonen Rick exclusive version. The one reason they gave him this pose was for stability, that they sort of
Mm.
like he sort of like in this pose. It's sort of like all the weight is kind of like centered, like the weight is centered, so he's not susceptible to falling over,
Ah, that makes
which
sense
is kind.
because
Oh yeah.
yeah, because that makes sense because the wings are kind of upright, and then like most of her body weight is on down towards the center.
And again, if we
So
saw, and again, if you rewind and look at the profile, you can see in the profile she is like lined up like very, yeah, yeah. All the weight is kind of lined up
in the
vertically.
center, yeah, because
Yeah.
if you look at the legs are spread out, the arms are spread out.
So I think the one people really like this, but the one concern is the scale, whether or not they can pair it up with a Burning Godzilla.
Yeah, this is like a kind of like a one-off, right? Because it's from a different studio. It's part of the favorite sculptors line, and I believe that's a 30 centimeter scale. So the only thing is 30 centimeter burning Godzilla. We don't have a actual photo or video of it next to it, but in theory, these I think the standard X plus the burning Godzilla 30 centimeter should match up okay. I have a feeling the Yuji Sakai version is a little too small. Because t typically the Sakai 30 centimeters are a little smaller than the X plus standard line. So we'll see soon because I plan to get this. I'm not sure if I'll get it right away, but I do plan to get this and we can put them together. It's definitely smaller than the gigantic Burning Godzilla, so that won't match. So I think that was a big disappointment that people had. And this pose in particular, not only is it kind of meant to for kind of the weight stability, but I think it's a signature pose for Black Dragon Studio because they have a GMK, they have a Godzilla Ultima, they have like a Shin Godzilla, all in this kind of roaring pose, leaning forward. So yeah, kind of neat. I think it works well with Destroyer here because she looks very menacing.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is so impressive. And here's the
And
new
yeah,
blue version of
gigantic
the gigantic
Godzilla
legendary Godzilla.
2019.
So Marusan was also had a lot of stuff in the video because it's their 100th anniversary of Marusan Toys, and this is their one of their 100th anniversary like celebration figures. This Godzilla. What's cool about it is it's actually sculpted by the guy who makes the Gojiban puppets.
Oh wow,
So,
that's cool.
yeah, the Gojiban puppet show. Uh, yeah, it's like this is the same artist, and I guess this is actually the first figure that he's sculpted.
Oh, very neat. And it
Oh
came
yeah,
out pretty nicely.
oh yeah, yeah. And then, but then there's a whole bunch of Marusan new Marusan figures that we're gonna see. I think there's quite a bit at once. I guess again
Hmm.
probably for because
The 100th
because of
anniversary.
the 100th anniversary.
Yep. Yeah, I think the CEO of Marusan was on the show as well.
Yeah, we can
All
put a
right.
link to the full version if you want to watch the full version.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're
Look at
speaking in
look at this.
Japanese, but in the
Yeah.
chat they sort of like tell you in English something. And it looks like this one
Yeah.
glows too. I think they're
Very
dimming the lights
neat.
to show you that it glows. But yeah, like
Yeah.
I describe it as kind of like these candy colors.
Candy colors. Yeah, it's a rainbow candy color Gigan. And we did get this Gigan the what was it last year? I think they had a 50th anniversary version. And I thought it was kind of neat. But this one is definitely more colorful. And here's a Godzilla 1989, is that right?
Yeah. Oh, I forget the. I'm not sure what the year. Here's
Okay.
another
I
Gigan.
think it's the 89. But here's Gigan again in the I guess Final Wars colors or a hybrid color. It has classic gold and blue, but with the Final Wars red.
Yeah, that one's pretty big too. And here's a smaller version of it.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they had yeah, Marusan started making like these mini figures, I noticed. So
Oh yeah, there's more. And yeah, here's another
here's
Godzilla.
the I believe that's the 89.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then Marusan, it's like I've never gotten into collecting these like sofubis
Mm-hmm.
because it's like my word they're not cheap. Yeah, they're not
They
cheap and
are
often
pricey.
they're not easy to get. Maybe this one glows a little bit
Does this
too.
glow
It
in the
looks like
dark? Yeah, they were
I don't know.
turning
They're
off the
trying.
lights.
Looks like they're
Yeah,
trying to see if it glows.
they're doing something.
But it's like I'd rather as if they were like at Target for Playmates prices, then sure it would
Uh-huh.
be fun to buy these things. But
Yeah, these are
given that,
neat, but yeah, the with the high prices, like yeah, with so much out there these days, I personally go with the more like detailed and movie accuracy. But everyone has their own taste. Like some folks might like these artistic takes, which is really neat. But
yeah,
yeah, they do cost a lot.
oh yeah,
I
yeah,
think a
yeah,
starting point is at least 150 or 120 and
yeah.
above. Like
So I've
Biollante, I think is
found, I
more.
mean, there's been a few rare occasions where there's like ones come along that's not quite as expensive.
Mm,
So I own a few, so I own a few. It's
yeah,
not not quite as expensive and not quite as and sort of like and that looked particularly good to me.
yeah.
But yeah, it's like but I haven't gotten into these
Yeah,
too much.
I started to. I wasn't collecting Marusan in the past, but with the Godzilla store and making it a lot easier like to access these things, I started getting like I think Heisenberg I got the Gigan from you, and then I got a MechaGodzilla and a few of the Hedoras. And here's a
Yeah,
Megalon.
yeah, and then in a minute there's going to be another Megalon. That the second Megalon they show, I think, is looks kind of tempting to me because it's sort
Mm.
of like in the second one it's sort of like a gray,
Uh-huh.
yeah, kind of like a gray one, but it's sort of it highlights, but it sort of
What do you think
highlights
of
the
this one?
details.
This one is like all green and then they just put some pink
Yeah, it's like
on
yeah, I
some.
don't know. It's like that wouldn't be my first choice. It's the second one.
The second one looks cool, actually.
Yeah, the second one looks pretty good. It's like yeah,
Yeah.
you can sort of like the highlighting on this one. Yeah, the
Hmm.
first one would be kind of low on my list of megalons, I think.
Yeah, this Megalon reminds me of the Bandai 1989 8-inch figure, actually, the sculpt wise.
Yeah, this is cute
Yeah,
looking
is this
Godzilla. Looking
73,
very
I
happy.
think, right?
This looks like a very
73
upbeat.
Godzilla.
Looks
Yeah.
oh yeah, I think this is the 73. Yeah, he looks very happy and upbeat.
Yeah, not many 73 Godzillas out there, but this is a nice stylized version. And, with the glitter, you have to get the glitter.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got nice, those nice big eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, 73 doesn't get too many figure representations, so it's nice to see something out there.
Now this is a
Oh, look at
lottery.
this.
Notice there's three different color eyes, black, green, and blue.
Ooh, okay.
So basically, if you buy this, you just order. Yeah, you just get one of these at random.
At
So
random.
yeah, if you
Oh
get one of
no.
these, you can't specify what color eyes you want. And then
Hmm.
there's a rare chase figure. It's a
Oh
very
wow.
rare. This pink
Okay.
one's a very rare chase. So there's a small chance, very small chance, you might end up with this pink one
Wow.
if you
So
buy
yeah,
one. So I'm
it's
not
a
really
good
into
thing.
lotteries much.
Hmm.
It's like I don't know, and I don't like the black eyes.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
here's the Tang. Well, it looks to me, I don't know if you're old enough to remember Tang. I don't know if it's still out there. It looks
Oh,
like
the
yeah,
soda, orange
yeah, the
soda.
drink. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, the orange drink, but this looks like sort of like a Tang-colored Godzilla. Very
Yep.
bright.
I assume that's the 89 open mouth painted as a meltdown. And
Yeah.
here's
Space
Jazera. This
Amoeba.
Yeah, Jazera with there are lots of glitter. It's kind
Yeah,
of neat.
very glittery.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah. So,
Yeah, for that Jet
but
Jaguar, I'm glad you mentioned it because when I saw it, I thought it was a set. I thought you buy all of them from the
no,
website.
they just send you one.
Yep, so good thing you pay attention to Heisenberg here on the Luminous channel.
But yeah, here's an nice drawing from an artist. Who's this artist again?
Shinji Nishikawa, he's one of the best, I would say, one of the best Godzilla artists out there. I think he started um drawing Godzilla around the Heisei era, but he got pretty famous with the Godzilla 2000 and beyond.
Yeah, there's going to be a
Like a
dinosaur exhibit in
dinosaur exhibit.
Japan. So
Yep.
this is a drawing he did for that dinosaur exhibit. And
Mm.
yeah, so they're selling this drawing on like different things like buttons, I think
Mm-hmm.
buttons and different
T-shirt,
stuff, t-shirts.
folders.
Oh yeah, and here's this very bluer than
Yes.
blue, gigantic Godzilla again.
Yeah.
And you
Uh,
actually have this in your house now,
I
I take it.
do. Yeah, this is called the Gigantic Godzilla 2019 Clear Blue version. So I also have the clear red version from the Godzilla store, but both of them are still in their boxes. I'm need to find some space and hopefully can invite Heisenberg over to film these two.
Oh yeah, yeah. This
Yeah.
looks like a Breaking Bad version to me.
Yep.
But yeah, very blue. It's like as much as I like the
Blue
blue on
on
the
Godzilla,
legendary
right?
Godzilla, I think this might
S-
be more blue than I
Too
really
blue.
need.
Yeah.
So, but but yeah, it's
Yep.
another choice,
Yep.
out there. And here's something that caught my eye.
Ooh.
There's a foot. You can buy
Yes.
Godzilla's foot.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty big too. It's a big foot.
yeah, I think and it's pretty heavy if I remember if I looked it up on the Godzilla store, and it's not cheap either.
Yeah, it's much bigger than the hamster.
It is. Yeah, that hamster is new, by the way. This is the new variant, brand new one. So make sure you complete your Hamtaro collection. But yeah,
Yeah,
so Heisenberg, what are you gonna do
and
with
it's
this foot?
yeah. Well, it's I at first I thought it might be nice if it were hollow, so you could put an umbrella inside of it. But
Yeah,
yeah, but it's not hollow. It's actually like
a
kind of
stand,
solid.
right? Like a
Yeah, if you look
table.
at the top,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, it's more like a table. You could put something on top of it, I guess. Put a plant up there or something. Yeah. So I'm not planning to get this foot, but it did catch my eye. And then I think you pointed out, you'd actually need to get two to get a full set here.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm worried is the you'll have two right was it the right foot or left foot?
Yeah,
It won't be a mirror image.
yeah, that's
So that's
true.
my worry. They might make the opposite foot later, so then you can have a complete set.
Yeah. And then of course we got to get the burning foot after that.
Oh yes, the
Yeah,
burning foot. Yep.
yeah, the burning foot and the blue foot, and then the translucent red foot, and it's like, oh yeah, so much potential here.
Oh, tons. Yep.
Yeah, oh yeah, and then just wait until they add glitter to it too. Boy,
Oh,
they're
a
gonna
glitter
people.
foot. Yep.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
That
that's
would be
it.
the winner.
Okay, that's it, everybody. So thanks for tuning in. This is Heisenberg.
And G Forever, hope you enjoy the Godzilla Store exclusives.